Welcome to the video. This is my first car boot sale as a full-time reseller. That sounds good. That sounds good to say. First one as a full-time reseller. I quit my day job a couple of weeks ago and I worked my last day just a few days ago. So I am ready for it today. I think it's going to be a busy one today. Judging by the traffic here, it's all the way down there still. I'm only 15 minutes early and there's still loads of people to get in, which makes me think they're busy. They're going to fill 2 fields and then go into the overflow. I'm ready to get in there, find some good stuff. Let's go. There's on the 4th person in the queue here. I think maybe they're a little bit late opening up rather than it being busy. I'll take that, 4th in the queue, love that. We are off. Let's go. Would you consider anything on the whole box at all? Or,
yeah, go on, might be enough.
I don't know. What do you think?
40 quid there, so 20.
20 quid. Yeah, go on. I'll do that. That sounds good to me. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Something else I will carry on.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
There we go, first buy. Game of knowledge. So just the one find so far, this big load of magazines.
Yeah, good.
Okay,
how are you doing?
It's nice to see you down this way.
Yeah, definitely. Already got the classic T-Rex bag. It's come back in.
Oh yes, of course. It's starting to. There's a couple of holes starting in it now, though.
Oh,
so
mate, that's when you know you're in the
Yeah.
business.
Pound for everything on here. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Matchbox, Super Kings.
Everything's a pound on this table in the box all there.
Right, I'll have a look. Morning. You okay?
Oh, hello,
how you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Had a good break for the boot sales?
Yeah, it's been a bit wet, isn't it?
Yeah. What you after on your
Good to be back.
atmosphere?
3 quid.
3.
It's all there, all the bits in the cassette are cool.
What else there is? These. Ready through on it, please?
Yeah. Stuck under the wheels.
Morning. You alright?
I am.
How much you after on your cars here?
These?
Yeah.
2 quid
Each. You wouldn't be willing to kind of do them all for a special price or anything like that?
Really good mood, what you after?
Well, I don't know, all of them. What do you think? What do you reckon? Well, just don't. I don't.
As in these ones or the whole lot?
I don't know. Give us the price of the whole lot and see. I'm more interested in the little ones like them, to be honest. But you know, whatever you think.
Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The whole, about 40 quid the whole lot. Including.
It's a bit much to me, I think, that, to be honest.
Go on then, make us an offer. I'm trying not to think what I spent on them.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking more like 20. That's what I had in my head, but
for all of these size.
everything's smaller than these, so not them then.
Yeah, not those ones, but all
the
the
rest.
little crab.
Even the crab, yeah, and the crocodile, and the skunk, if it's a skunk.
You do well to find. No, he is a skunk, stinky skunk.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a bag?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a bag. Don't you?
Yes. Yeah. I'll stick it in. Yeah. Cheers for that. Thank you.
Right. There's a few other little bits I'll grab for you.
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
Thank you. I'll start loading them up.
That one.
How does it? I've not seen one that likes it before.
Oh, quite a piece, games.
Right. Never heard of that one before. Is it any good?
I played it on PlayStation, not on Xbox. Yeah,
No.
right. Preferred the Ashes now. The Ashes one with that.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Old tape player there. Seen better days. Oh, there's mugs.
Girls or boys? Yeah, well, Kristen.
You're right, how much are your mugs?
Sorry?
How much are for your mugs?
Yeah.
Is that each?
There's 5 of them, yeah.
Yeah, right. No worries. Thank you. Please be Royal Collection. No, it's not. Not sure on this, whether this would be a good one or not.
Could I pay £8, please?
This looks like Kaiser. Don't know if it is. No. I don't know whose stall this is. Let me move these round.
What do you want for them? I've got a few of them.
They are a gamble. What you got there, mate? £3. Keep it that then, won't it? Hard work, can I? What I'll do, I'll put them on, I'll show you.
Cheers, mate.
No, I
Okay.
will, I'll show you.
12 years. It's in. Yeah.
See how is that it? You finished?
Actually, I'll put them in now.
Right.
Right, we'll just have a quick look at them. I haven't had this one.
Go on then. I'll
think
keep
we're
an eye on
done.
them. Yeah.
Picture, honestly.
It's okay.
Oh yeah.
John injured it years ago.
Yeah, mate.
Knocking the door.
Chance to take, isn't it? Yeah,
Things out the way.
9 months definitely.
Go on, that's
Well, I might do. What would you do on the whole thing? Although that's kind of all I want, really.
do all that lot there and all that lot there. 40 quid for anything, for all of it.
All right,
The whole tray.
How much on this stuff?
50 quid. I think I put stuff back.
About £2 a piece, and throw in the little thimbles. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 quid.
How many have you got there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and there's some thimbles in there.
Right, there's more than some. There's loads. 20 quid for that lot.
Yeah, go on. I don't know much about cards. I wish I did. I wish I did. I mean, Pokemon to some extent, but unless you got any Pokemon, I know a little bit about them. I know a little bit about like Magic the Gathering, and that's kind of it. It's one of the things that.
I got a load the other day. Sold a load for 12 grand, and that's a bit what I just forgot to give him.
Yeah. We do 3 on that at all.
Okay, take it, mate.
We do 3 on it.
Do what?
3. You said 5 a second ago.
I'll do 4.
4. Okay. Yeah, please. Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you. Check that out. MS-DOS file converter. Panasonic WL55 laptop word processor. I've never seen one of them. You okay? How much is your?
Just a couple of quid, the processor.
Yeah. Do you know if it's working or anything, or
Oh, yeah.
no? I just like the look of it. If nothing else, for 2 quid, I'll take it,
My daughter
please.
found it in this. We were doing a clearance, and she went, "Look at this old thing, Dad." I said, "Somebody will buy it."
I've never seen one like that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Nice one.
For that blast from the past. Wow. Is that an early laptop? I think so.
Yeah, they've been classic word processor. So yeah, we've been one of the first guys. Fabulous.
I bought it. 2 quid.
Oh yeah. 50p the record.
Good okay. Thank you.
They're
You
all
okay?
on it.
Yeah.
See them ones as well, got them. They're like 100 quid plus new.
Yeah, they were down there. Do you want them down there, or do you want them up here?
Yeah, I took them down there, they're alright.
yeah.
I've got to have some on the floor for people to look at.
Yeah.
£4.
Yeah, no, they were 12 quid each, those controllers. Too much. So that's round 1 done. Gonna head back in and see what else we can find. There was still a few people turning up when I was down the kind of far side of the boot sale. So I'm gonna go and check their stalls out. Hopefully we'll find a few more cool bits, but even if this is everything we find today, I'm pretty happy with that. How cool is that Panasonic thing there for only 2 quid? It's rough, it's probably not going to work. Don't expect it to, it just looks cool. I think it does. Don't know if there's going to be much money in it. And then these Queen, well, Royal mugs. These don't seem as good as like the Royal Collection ones that I've had recently, but some of them are older, and yeah, don't go picking up just like any Queen related mugs, because a lot of them are worth nothing. But there's a few in here, like this one. There's a few that just have something about them. I don't know what it is. The like artwork on them, the paintwork is just really nice. And I'm hoping, paid 20 quid for the lot. In fact, I paid 20 quid, then I paid like quid or something for some others. I'm hoping they'll be alright.
we'll do 15.
How much are your games today?
£1 each.
And each. That's cool, isn't it? Electronic arcade, I've never seen that before. This guy was at the boot sale the other day. Still like these signs. They're proper vintage though, aren't they? I don't think they'll be worth much, if anything. There's no like maker's tag or anything in them. How much on that, please?
There's no price on it there.
Oh, sorry. So, wouldn't do a quid on it, would you?
Right. He says, will you take a quid for the dog? Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I got this for a quid. It's an old vintage bang on the door plush toy. Some of them can be okay, some of them not so much, but it's still got its tag and it's one that I've never seen before. Figured I'd give it a go. And I got a load of these Toy Story minis. I've sold individually before, just a couple of these before, and they've done all right. I figured a big set like this would probably do quite well. She said she'd paid quite a lot for some of them from abroad, which I can. Yeah, you got some weird looking ones in here, like this guy, the baby guy, like some kind of robot bottom. I do recognise them from the films. I think a lot of these are from Toy Story 4. In fact, they're probably all from Toy Story 4. £3. I think that'll be right. How much are them? I'll take them. You got anything else like that? Magnets? Not like my magnets. No. I'll have a look through.
If you were to give me a fiver, you can have a fiver on them all. You help yourself.
Just on those ones?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. What's the bag?
It's £1.
£1. Yeah, I'll take that, please.
There's an umbrella as well, which might go with that.
All right.
That's £1 as well.
Let's have a look.
They're all new, they've never been used.
Cheers.
So. Yeah, it's a Puddle Duck Lane or whatever it is. It's
Yeah.
more for the children's type thing.
Yeah, I'll take that, please. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Yeah, try before you buy.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, £2 that. Brand new sealed from 1983. That's St. Michael's utensil rack there. You're never going to find that again, are you?
Oh, we're not too bloody.
I don't think it's really going to be worth a lot. Perfect for like a set, right? If you're doing like set dressing in production, in TV production. Right. How much on that?
Got £4 on it, mate.
Right. So I think there were a couple of things then that I didn't get on camera, and then my battery died as well. So yeah, there's a couple of things I'm going to show you here you might not have seen. This being one of them. I've got this right at the end, literally I was just about to leave. I didn't think these would still be here. I saw them earlier on in the boot sale, but there's a massive scrum of people around his car, and yeah, I thought I'd leave it till later on. And yeah, £5 I got for all these. He said a £5 for the lot, and I was happy with that. There's some decent ones here, and obviously there's no backings for these, so I'm hoping I can go on eBay and buy like 100 backings for pins for a couple of quid, that kind of thing. I'm sure somebody out there is doing that. But there's some cool vintage ones here. You got a Blackpool Pleasure Beach one there. You got a Zig and Zag right there. A Boddington's beer. I know some people follow Boddington's, so yeah, I think that'll be pretty good for a £5. I also went back to the guy who sold me all those die-cast cars. He still had them all of these. He had all the plastic ones still, and I offered him a £5, and we agreed on 7 in the end for the ones that he had left. Nobody had bought any more of them. I got these, again, I'm not sure if I got these on film or not. There was this, and there was an umbrella there in the same style, and a couple other bits. Anyway, we'll have a look at everything when we get home in just a minute. It's a little bit later now and I'm back home. I've just been going through some of this stuff. I'm going to show it you now, all kind of as it is. I don't have much space here to properly show you things that I want to, so I'm going to kind of move all this off and just go through it kind of bit by bit. And yeah, check that poster out there in the background. That was in with all these magazines. We'll have a closer look at them in a minute. We'll have a closer look at these mugs in a minute, and these Blaze cars. And check out this Puddle Lane umbrella and bag, and another poster there that was in, which was in perfect condition, but everything kind of fell down and kind of destroyed that. First, I got these from James, fellow reseller, and he did them all for £5 I think it was, and he also included a couple of things for my kids, so cheers James for that. Good to see you there at Norcross today. And go check out his channel, Times with JR. He's got a cool channel. It's all about like van life, and he's got a few videos on there. Go check it out. The plan with these is to give them away with anybody who goes to my eBay store and buys anything from my eBay store. I will include one of these until they are gone. Just mention that you watch the channel. I'll stick one of these in, put it in the notes section when you buy the item, or just send me a quick message after you've purchased it and I'll stick one in. So we're going to start with what you can see here. I paid, I think it was 23 in total. I bought this one and one of these for like £3, and then I bought the rest for 20. He wouldn't come down from 20, but I think that should be okay. Just about. There's a couple in here that are okay, but for the most part, these were probably going to be one where I bundled them up. I thought this one was particularly nice. It's all right, this one. Maybe a tenner, maybe a tenner. Not as good as perhaps I thought it would be. This is a Port Merion jug. I've never actually seen one that looks like this. This looks very much like the West German Kaiser that you can get. Very much like it. That's why I picked it up. And then I looked underneath, saw that it said Port Merion. I thought, I didn't know Port Merion did this kind of thing, so I thought I'd give it a go. But these jugs don't really go for much. I'll probably struggle to get a tenner at the very most on this item. So lesson learned, but yeah, still quite a nice little jug, I think it is anyway. These thimbles, I have no idea. I've not actually looked these up yet, but they're all to do with royalty. No idea. Is there much of a market for thimbles these days? I don't know if there is, but they were all, most of them were in a mug. I just kind of said to him, you know, I'll just take them as well. This one here is quite rare. I can't find anybody selling this particular mug. I think I saw somebody had sold a couple of plates or something in the same style, but this particular one seems pretty good. It's just a little bit better quality than most of the ones here. There's another one here that's quite good as well. I think it might have been that one, but this one is the best, but unfortunately it does have a crack right there, but I still think it'll sell. There's quite a few of these that have sold. People are managing to get like 20, 25, and sometimes they're managing to get a lot more, and I'm not quite sure why that is. It's the same brand, same style and everything, but a few people are getting a lot more for some of them, so there must be something a bit different about them, but the style of it is very much the same. The picture and all this, you know, all the wording and everything is all the same. I think I'll just pull out the better ones and the rest I will bundle up. So here are all the Blaze toys that I bought. So I bought all of this first for, I think it was 20, or was it 25? It was 20 or 25 for all of this. I'll put on the screen now. And I think that's pretty good. He wanted like 40 quid for the lot originally, and I was like, that's going to be too much for me. But yeah, we negotiated on the price and decided, just these ones and those ones I would leave. But I came back just before I was leaving and got the rest of them for £7 as well, which is okay. These ones don't really do that well, I find, these days. I think at one point they did all right. Some of these bigger ones that kind of move and stuff can be okay. This one, somebody's managed to get about 25 for it, but there's 2 listed, and then after that much for it. So it's probably more like 15 to 20 kind of maximum really on this. I think it lights up at the back, but I'm not 100%. But it kind of transforms a little bit. All in all, they're in pretty good condition. And the little ones, I mean, the die-cast ones are the ones that, do the best, generally speaking. And I've sold this guy fairly recently. Can't remember exactly how much I got for him, but he does sell by himself. I remember that much. And some of these, like that one there, I think is quite good. I think that one is all right. This one is okay, I think. And there's probably others. I've not gone through them all yet. Some of them I've never seen before. Like I've never seen that colour variation before. Many others. These little ones, I've had that one and that one before. I've never had that one, or that one before. I think these will sell as like a little mini set for up to a tenner by themselves. So yeah, 27 quid for everything you can see here. I think that is pretty good. What do you think? Next, a couple of vintage board games. This is the old classic with VHS tape, Atmosphere. I still have this one myself. And this is a brand new sealed Trivial Pursuit from 1983, right there. And I thought this would be worth a bit more. I only paid 2 quid for it, and people do manage to sell them for like up to 20 quid, but I just thought that they would be worth a bit more than that. But no, if that's what it's worth, that's what it's worth. I only paid 2 quid. It's just, with it being so old and brand new and sealed, I just thought it would be a bit better. But I suppose this time of year is not the time of year to sell things like this, but I'll stick it up. Somebody will have it. Stick it up around 20 quid. It's quite a heavy one though, so it'll cost a bit to post out. This one always sells for me. It's complete. I've had a look, and it should go for usually around 20-ish. Paid 3 quid for that. So next is these Puddle Lane. Does anybody remember this? Because I don't. It's like 1985 Ladybird. I just don't remember it, and my partner doesn't remember it either, even though it should be the kind of era that we remember. But I'm sure somebody out there will. Check that out. Proper vintage. Love the kind of design on that. And they'll go. Sell them together. They were £1 each, so difficult to say. I've had a quick look. Cannot find anybody selling either of these things. So who knows on the price. I'll probably aim fairly high. I know they're not going to go for £1 million. But I'll probably aim fairly high and then just bring it down. Somebody will definitely buy these. How vintage awesome is this? Panasonic laptop word processor WL55. Look at that. So I've not powered it on or anything as yet. And I don't think it really even matters too much whether this works or not. Who's going to be buying it to use it? Nobody, I don't think. You're going to buy it, you're going to have it sat there in the background of a video or as a prop on a film set, something like that. That's where this is going to go. 2 quid is all I paid for it, and I think that's really good. The guy said he got it out of like a house clearance house that he was doing, and he's got loads of good stuff out of it. Look, it's got a disc drive here. I'll probably display this somewhere in the background of my videos for a little bit before I get around to testing it out. And yeah, I've never seen one of these before. Never. Didn't know they existed quite like this. Next is these. Check some of these pins out. Some really cool ones here. Zig and Zag. Boddington's Bitter. Another Zig and Zag couple there. That's a proper Disney one. We've got Pleasure Beach, Guinness, and a few kind of random ones. Obviously no backs. I'm going to see if I can get a load of backs from eBay for a few quid. Even if it's from China, they take a while to get here. They will sell considerably better like that, I think. Unless I just kind of stick the whole thing, including the board on, and sell it like that. I could do that. That's weird, isn't it? It's like a piping bag. Let's see if there's a date on these Digging Bag ones. 1994, I think it says. Just about read that. Does anybody want to see some vintage awesomeness right here? You might think, why on earth have you purchased that? And you might be right, actually. Check it out. Vintage St. Michael out of M&S. What? Late 70s, early 80s time, thereabouts. Garlic press, peeler, apple corer, tin opener, and bottle opener. That looks like some kind of torture device. That, not quite sure how that one works, to be honest. But there you go. £3 is what I paid for it. Now I bought this purely as a prop. You know, I'm thinking movie set, TV set, a prop in the background. I really, you know, don't think anybody's going to actually buy this to use it. Although I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe somebody had the exact same set when they were younger and they just want to buy back kind of the nostalgia. Maybe it's going to be more of a kind of display item in their kitchen just to kind of have it than an actual usable thing. But there is a bit of like, you know, the plastic on this is not great. It's a bit worn, especially like that. I think if you use that a bit too hard, the whole thing might just break. And there's obviously like, there's like a little bit of rust and stuff on some of the metal, but all in all, pretty good. I've seen all sorts from this range before, but never these, and I figured how many people out there are ever going to have this set like this in, you know, reasonably good condition. Very few. Bit of a selection of stuff here. Here we've got a video game, a cricket video game. It's just I've never seen it before. Never seen it, so I figured I'd give it a go for £1. But bad decision, it's only worth about £4 or £5, free delivery, so we'll be breaking even on that when, if it ever sells. This one's a bit better, £4, but it is brand new sealed. These can go brand new sealed for kind of up to 20 quid. There's not many of them for sale. I'm hoping at least a tenner profit, all said and done. And these magnets I thought were really, really cool looking. Again, I've never ever seen these before out there. I know all about these manuals and how some of them can do okay. They're pretty hit and miss, but I've had a few before that have sold okay. I just thought when I saw these, I thought, yeah, they're going to be worth some decent money. I only paid 50p for them. They are brand new sealed, but somebody's on eBay selling them for about £2.50 plus delivery, something like that. So, you know, a small profit will be made, but not a lot. I thought they'd go for more than that. But there you go. Here we have a bang on the door, little plush, good condition, still has its tag. They're asking 2. I said if they do, I asked if they do 1. I mean, that's usually in a charity shop. I've picked these up before for like 50p, sometimes £1. So didn't really want to pay 2 at £1. It's worthwhile just about. These two things here, I don't know about these. I obviously know that they're a kind of a non-branded type of thing, although they do have a brand on them, Star Force. I wonder what that's trying to be, Star Force. But I thought they looked kind of cool. Am I right in thinking that some people collect this kind of off-brand type of stuff like this? I know there's like a collector's market for like Transformers that are not Transformers. Does that go for other things as well, such as this? I don't know, but I figured the quality of these was pretty good considering, you know, they're probably I don't know where they kind of come from originally, but I just thought the quality was quite good for what they are. 50p each. These right here are Toy Story Minis, I think they're called, and paid £3 for the bag. I think that's pretty good. I have actually sold a couple of these before, like singularly. I think a couple of it. No, I think I had a couple of these guys and her before together, and they sold okay. So I think a little set like this, I'll sell them all together, and they should do okay though. I think they're like, how much are they from the shop when you buy them? Like 2 or 3 quid at least each, I think. So they should do alright. And then lastly we have all of these. It was the Pokemon magazines that caught my eye, but actually now, after having a look through, these might be the least valuable thing in here. I think we're going to do okay with some of this. There was a couple of cool posters like this one, the one I showed you before, and there's some really obscure comics in here. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're worth good money. I think the oddest one is possibly this, called Rot and Decay, Doing Time with OJ. No comment. Very strange. There's others that are like equally as unusual. And some older looking ones. I've looked a few of them up, some of them, you know, 5-6 quid each, that kind of thing. I paid 20 quid for the lot. So yeah, we'll have to see on this. It might be good, it might not be so good. I mean, for 20 quid it's going to be fine. We're definitely going to make a profit here. But we might have like a rare gem amongst these. I don't think the guy who sold me them was like a comic book guy or anything. He seemed like the type who just had like a load of like random stuff. Maybe a trader, maybe like a house clearance person or like an auction guy. He seemed like that kind of a guy. So I don't think anybody's like really properly been through these. There's like price tags on, and the price tags are all kind of different. There's just some unusual titles, and most of them I've just never even heard of. Angel Love. What's that? Captain Paragon. Manga Vision. Star Slayer. The Log of the Jolly Roger. Eagle. I think I've heard of Eagle comics. I think I have. Fringe. Has that got anything to do with the TV show? Not sure. Rust. Elementals. There's quite a few of them. So most of them are in really good condition, but a few of them are just like, they almost look like they've been eaten by something. You know what I mean? That's just like at the corners, some of them. Well, only a few. Most of them are really, really good condition. Harsh Realm. I say, if you guys heard of any of these, if you see anything here, that's actually, you know, good, let me know. Dare the Impossible. The Foot Soldiers. The list goes on. Like, there's some really, really kind of obscure ones. I mean, I'm not no expert at stuff like this. It is one of the things that I'm trying to kind of get better at. Hence me buying so many without really even looking into them. But I've had quite a lot of sets of comic books over the last kind of year or so, and I've never heard of the vast majority of these. Again, that does not mean that they are all like really rare and worth loads of money. It does not. Boneyard. Like, what? The Rebels. Nope. Never heard of it. Warlocks. Was there a film called Warlocks? Is that anything to do with it though? Roaring Rick's Rarebit Friends. I mean, I do not know. Is that got anything to do with the Welsh food? I'm guessing not. Eagle. Mantra. Fem Force. Creative name right there. Elf Quest New Blood Summer Special. Usually enjoy having a little look through them, but a lot of these, as I say, are brand new, sealed, I think, or they're definitely sealed. I mean, how do you really tell the difference between something that is brand new sealed and that has maybe been resealed at a later date? I don't know how you would even really know. Got an old official PlayStation 2 magazine right there as well. There's a few magazines in there, Games Master. Sometimes like the posters out of them, if they're particularly cool ones, can be worth a little bit. So that is everything. I hope you enjoyed a look at what I've been picking up. And yes, first boot sale as a full-time reseller right here, and I'm happy with what we've got. Is it as good as the last one, the first one of the year that I did? I don't know. I mean, probably not, but that was a bit of a freak one, that, where I found a lot of like high value items for really, really cheap. Here I paid up a little bit more for stuff, but we do have some good stuff amongst it. And also, you know, there might be a gem in here, or one of those like royal mugs might be worth more than I thought. And the pins, like I've not even gone through the pins yet, so it's difficult to say. I'm going to put a rough estimate, and it is a very rough estimate on this one, as to what I think I can make. It'll be a low end estimate, and yeah, on the screen right now. So have we done well? I think we have. Hopefully we've done all right. Only spent about £64. I need to go back and check a couple of prices though, but I think it's around £64 is what I spent in total. So I think that's pretty good for everything we got today. So that's it for now. If there's anything you enjoyed about this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.